This is further to the video that I've put up, and I thought I'd do this in two parts because this is an extra thing that you need to really think about. How come you guys come up with conspiracy theories? Let me tell you why. I did this 12 months ago. I turned to guys like Brian and Johnny and Damo to get a bit of a motivation. So I want to try and do that now for you guys. How many of you do subcontract work for other DJs? Are they feeling the pinch as well? Are they not getting any work because they subcontract work? Do you think about that? Do you think that just because someone's going out there with his little mixer and his CD players and his hocked music going out doing a disco for $200, that there's something wrong with that guy? You know what I do with people like that? I employ them. You know why? They're probably good at what they do, but they just need the guidance and the right idea. I'm not a Moby Disc, guys. I'm a multi that pays $30 an hour to a DJ. That's for using our gear. If you work for us, let me explain this. If you work for us and you've got your own gear, this is what we do. You get the balance payment of the job. We get the deposit, which covers our administration costs. Okay? You get the balance payment of the job. Now, if you've got DJ gear and you live in the Ballarat area, you want some work, get in touch with us. I mean, look, we don't have a lot of work, but we can go out and find it. We've got contacts with other disco businesses that we deal with, that they might have excess work they can give us. It's called a rapport. And you've got to understand that, you've got to understand also that these guys who were doing these discos for $200 and they got their own gear, did they originally work for some of these multis? They probably did. And this is what you've got to understand. They probably think they're getting a big deal of $200 cash in hand. They're thinking they're the world's best DJ. You ever thought of that? You haven't thought of that, have you? That these guys may have worked for these multis, gone out, set up their own gear, under the pretense they're thinking, oh yeah, people are paying $300 for a disco. Geez, I can do it for $250. They don't understand how these mobs work. So these multi-unit companies are laughing all the way to the bank. See, you're not in their league. But if you come down in price a little bit, just a bit closer to their league, you might get work. I looked at last night on the web, there was a YouTube video for Team X Discos, which is another multi, but they use professional CD players. They use the Newmark all-in-ones. Well, that's what's publicised on their website anyway. Now, their little setups aren't a bad little setup. They're not a bad little unit, actually. They might look modern, but they've got the right idea. Compact setup. Most venues are small. Compact sort of system. And that's all people want. Well, the people in the party they showed on the video were having a good time. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what your light show is. It doesn't matter. It's the skill of how you do it. The guy wasn't a very good voiceover man, but hey, who cares? He said the words that he had to say, didn't he? See, you guys have got the wrong idea, and I'm a radio announcer, for God's sake. I've worked in radio all my life. You see? It's not about... It's about the package. It's not about the lights. It's not about whether you do a big laser light show. To me, laser lights are a pain in the ass. I've got a sight impairment. I hate the damn things. Can't stand them. That's why I don't use them. I use lights that fill a room full of colour. That's what people want. That's what they're used to. They grew up with that. You've got to be a bit careful with what you use, guys. Be a bit careful. Show a bit of care. But just make sure when you're setting all this up and looking at your marketing, have a close look at your competitors. Have a close look at who your competitors are. because really your competitors make your market, not yourself. That's all I've got to say today. But if you want to leave a comment, drop it down below. Drop me a personal message too if you've got some harsher comments to say, if you want to say something about it, because I'll fire something back at you. Because I think you all need a bit of a wake-up call and a bit of a reality check. The good days are gone. Okay? The boom is over. And it's all gone. I'm not being doom and gloom, guys. I'm being a realist. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how you get through a doom and gloom. I've been through it. Practice and enjoy.